Hey guys, what's up? We are back.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of What My Sis Said.
Yes, we are so excited for this one.
This one is actually highly requested from you guys because we
Yes.
mentioned it in a previous episode.
Yeah.
You know, just a few of our icks with men.
Yeah.
But you guys want to hear the full list.
Yeah, and I actually made a list because you know how sometimes you just think of like one or two? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to sit down and think with myself exactly what gives me icks
Yes.
of men. And I wrote down a whole list for
How
you guys.
many?
I stopped at like, it's too much. I stopped at, I think, like 15.
That's not bad. I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
like 40.
40 things.
You know what would be interesting? I would love to have a man on this episode and him shares icks
Icks
on
about women.
women.
Yeah.
Because I bet there's so many things that we do that we aren't even aware of that like ick men out.
I would be totally down for that. Is there any men out here that would love to be on?
I'm sure there's a lot of men that would love to be on. What my homie said. That's what it's gonna
Literally.
be. What my brother said. Oh my God, our brother. Our brother wouldn't have any icks. You think
No,
so?
our brother is so nice.
Yeah.
He is so nice. He's so accepting.
Before we get into today's episode, we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor,
SeatGeek.
You guys know we love SeatGeek so much. We've been using them for years and they are the #1 ticketing app.
There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek.
Like festivals, concerts, comedy shows, sports games, and more.
They recently announced shows from SZA, Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd.
Oh wait, guys, Beyonce is going on tour.
Really?
Yeah,
Again?
look, Beyonce.
Oh my gosh.
April 28th. So yeah, that's one thing I love about SeatGeek. It keeps you updated on like
Yeah.
what's going on.
We loved her last concert.
So one thing I love about SeatGeek is that it makes it so easy to choose your tickets, especially when you're going to be in a new stadium. So with the ticketing, green means good, red means bad.
Each ticket is rated 1 through 10, and they're also backed by their buyer guarantee.
So make sure you guys take a second before we get into this episode, take out your phones and download the SeatGeek app and add our discount code.
What My Sis Said 2025 for 10% off.
And the amazing thing is you can use this discount code even if you've used discount codes on SeatGeek before. It's not just for new users. So again, you can add it to your app. So let's say you want to go to a concert. Who knows? Maybe you have no plans right now and you want to go to a show in like 6 months.
Yes.
You'll have that discount code ready for you on the app and it'll be a nice little surprise.
Once again, thank you so much to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video.
And let's get into today's episode.
I think before we get into today's episode, we need to take a little moment, a little SeatGeek moment.
Yes.
You know, we have a little SeatGeek moment.
You guys, keep yourselves accountable because I swear I get messages all the time. What's your SeatGeek code again? What is this code again? I'm like, y'all, you can add it to your app.
all
Literally
do it
right
together.
now, you can add it. So yeah, take a second, add the discount code, and your future self will thank you for it.
I'm going to say some stuff off the top of my head. One is if he's a picky eater.
Oh, 100%.
If he's a picky eater, I cannot. I cannot. I find it so sexy when a man can eat.
Yeah.
Eat.
Like, men used to, we used to be cavemen. Like,
I know.
You eat what you have in front of you.
And I love a man that's a foodie. I love if he loves food.
Yeah, food, definitely. That was like one of my biggest icks about Mel. And he's opened up, but that's the thing. Like now he eats like so much more.
Oh, thank God.
He loves sushi now, like raw. He wasn't eating raw.
Yeah.
Like now he loves raw fish, Thai
Thank
food.
God.
And you got to admit, like a lot of the times people are picky eaters from their upbringing. Like, he grew up in a small town in Ohio. Like, it's like a lot of people aren't even introduced to other cuisines. And you know what? I actually saw a TikTok that kind of dove deeper into the whole being a picky eater. Like it also kind of shows like that you're not well cultured and well rounded.
Yeah.
That's kind of the underlying issue.
Yes.
Other than just being a picky eater, it's like you're not even open to trying new cultures. You're not even open to trying new things or being adventurous or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, I crossed the line. I was like, I can't be with a grown man that like doesn't eat vegetables.
Yeah.
Like at that point, like you're an adult. Like it's time to be an adult.
Remember our one guy friend that
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like don't say it with pride, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's the thing. They
that's
say
something
like it's
you
cute.
keep on the hush hush. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He would eat like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And that's not. And I'm gonna add to this, it's not just an ick with men, it's an ick with general. When a person doesn't like what you're eating and they go like, ew, like I don't like that immaturity. You don't have to say anything.
It's very classless.
Yeah. Like there's been times that I see a person eat food that I'm not like, wow, what is this? But I just keep it to myself.
Right.
Another person likes it. It's not going down your throat.
Right.
You know?
And I think too with men, like picky eaters should be with picky eaters.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, again, like I don't want to say Mel was super picky because I know, like you said, like people don't even eat vegetables. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Him, like, okay, he didn't eat beef. He didn't eat this, that, and the third. But what I like is like he's open to trying things. Like,
Yeah.
like he was
That's
like,
awesome. Yeah.
like if you're open to trying, you're being open-minded. But literally, again, I hate when it's like you're eating something and it's like,
Or when
ew, what the hell is that? Like,
yeah. Or when a person orders their burger, just the meat and the bun. Like, where's the goodness?
or they order it well done.
That was one of my icks. You just reminded me. When a man orders his steak well done.
Like, don't even order steak at that point.
Oh my God. That just tells me everything about you.
Certain restaurants, like these higher end restaurants, don't even allow that.
God bless.
They wouldn't even allow you to order a well done steak.
God bless.
Because it's like not correct. Like literally the chefs, the classically trained chefs back there, like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
That doesn't represent our restaurant.
Yes.
You know?
If a man orders his steak well done and then asks for sauce like A1 or something on top of it, like that's just an ick.
I was at a group at Nobu and the guy asked for A1 at Nobu.
Oh God.
It was funny.
That's something you do at home. You get your
funny,
A1 sauce at home.
The waiter was like, no, we don't have A1.
Yeah, that's just, yeah.
Yeah.
What's one of your icks?
One of my icks, I mentioned it in the last one, when a man says he's cold. Like,
Yeah.
it genuinely bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever say you're cold around me.
Yeah.
Like, you're a man.
I know.
Men used to go to war.
I know.
Like, all huddled up under the space. Like, you can be cold. Obviously, you're a human being. But,
Yeah.
like, don't tell me
Yeah.
that you're cold. I don't care.
I
Like,
mean, I don't mind a guy saying, "Oh, it's cold today."
it's a
I
little
don't
chilly.
mind
But don't
that.
sit there like,
Yeah.
it's so cold.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
That's a little yeah, it's just not a manly vibe.
It's not manly.
It's okay if you comment like it's a cold day. It's been cold.
You're supposed to be
lately.
my protector.
You're supposed to be my warmth.
Have you seen that one episode of that 70s show?
Huh.
Where what did Mila Kunis say? What did she
I
say?
love Mila Kunis.
She said like, it's so cold, so her man would give her jacket.
Yeah.
And he goes, damn it, Jackie, I can't control the weather. Like, that's what it's.
Yeah. I find it so cute when a guy offers a jacket.
Right. And I'm really bad because Mel will like tell me to bring a jacket and I won't, because I'm like, subconsciously, I know his jacket is my jacket. Like, I'll have a jacket.
Yeah.
Which is really bad.
Yeah.
That's
No, I
something
hear
we
you.
listen and we don't judge.
I
I'm
hear
like,
you.
his jacket is my jacket. Why should I bring a jacket?
Yeah. This one. When a man uses Facetune.
Oh God.
When a man uses Facetune.
I don't think I've seen that.
I have. And I'm just shocked.
I'm going to take it a step further. Why is a man taking selfies?
I've seen a guy like even the like Facetune them like the body, like all of that.
No.
Yeah, that's a big ick. When I find that out, I'm like, oh.
Definitely not. I was going to say, well, okay, if they need to edit out a zit, like, I get it. But it's like, why are you taking selfies in the first place?
But a man having a zit is like, it's okay.
I like my
don't
man a
know.
little rough around the edges. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I like my men like manly.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No, still take care of yourself.
Obviously.
But
Yeah.
this one's really petty. It's not an ick, but I just thought it was funny because I never really thought of that. It was like, I hate when men have feminine ass signs. Like, what do you mean you're a man and you're a Libra?
Oh, or like a Pisces.
Like a poor KK.
poor KK, I
know.
love you, KK.
No, that is, I think Pisces is a pretty feminine sign.
Yeah.
Libra, Leo. Leo's in the
they
middle.
they like a lot of attention,
Attention.
and I don't like a man that likes a lot of
Right.
attention. That's very feminine to me.
I think it's like, again, there needs to be balance. Like, the man who has a lot of attention needs to be a girl who's more like,
Reserved.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
opposites
he can bring
attract.
that out of her. And like,
Opposites attract,
you know,
for sure. Yeah.
But honestly, I always tell Mel has a very feminine
what sign?
top 3. Even he knows.
Oh.
He's like, I'm screwed. He's a Scorpio sun, Pisces moon. No. Scorpio sun, Leo moon, because we're both Leo moons.
Oh.
Pisces rising.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God. That makes a lot of sense,
It's of
actually.
water and fire.
Oh.
And then,
Because the Leo moon would make you love attention. Like your emotions come from attention.
yep.
Scorpio is like, he's very like mysterious, but also very emotional.
He's a Sag Venus too. So he's very extra. That's the thing. Like, Mel is very extroverted in the right settings. for a Scorpio. But honestly, I feel like every Scorpio I know is pretty extroverted.
Yeah.
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 They just have to be in a comfortable environment.
I feel that that's more Cancers. I think out of all the water signs, Cancers are the most shy and reserved.
Yeah.
Unless
I
they
don't know
have
too many Cancers, really.
I don't know too many Sages.
Really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, how many Cancer women do I know? I really don't.
Yeah.
I know like maybe 2.
For some
They're
reason,
rare.
a lot of my friends have been Capricorns. Like I'm friends with a lot of Capricorns my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, next one. My list. Okay. Oh, this happened to me recently and I realized how much I subconsciously, it's not an ick. It's something that I realized I love about men.
Really?
Yeah. A man's voice, when he has a nice, deep, masculine voice, it like shakes me. I don't know. And I never really realized this, but yeah, recently I was talking to this guy and we never got on the phone or anything. And then when I talked to him, I was like, whoa.
Oh,
like,
that's nice. Nice
yeah.
surprise.
So I notice in guys that have like a more softer, gentler like voice, I don't know, I'm not as...
Well, no, that makes sense.
And yeah, it was just very subconscious because when it happened, I was like, whoa, okay.
I have an ick. When men complain to women about work.
Oh, God, that's my number one. F my list. Yeah, you're right.
Literally, like when they say like, I don't feel like doing it.
I don't feel like working.
I don't feel like working.
I don't want to work.
Like, don't complain to me about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you can complain about work itself, but don't complain to me that you don't want to work.
No, I agree with you. I feel like the sexiest thing in a man is when he loves his work. He's passionate about it. Like he's so passionate about his work and leaving a legacy and creating a great life for his family and himself and his children. It's like so manly, like.
And the thing is, it's like, don't complain to a woman. Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like, don't complain to a woman. Like, you don't have friends. You can go complain to coworkers.
Again, we understand that there's hardships with work. It's okay to say it was hard at work today.
Yeah.
Totally
but not
fine.
like, I don't want to work. I just want to fucking
I don't
kick my
want to
feet
work.
up.
I just want to play video games all day. Why I gotta work? Yeah, no.
Or when he manifests and thinks manifesting is enough.
Oh, yeah. When he wants to just sit back and just think
Manifest.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You also, manifestation is cool. It's great. But like.
There needs to be action.
Action
for sure.
as well.
Also, I want to preface this by saying, I also think like our words are very important.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's so, Yasmin makes a good point of this. You should always say there's good men in the world.
Yeah.
Not every man is a cheater. Every man is ill. Like all the, like, you know, we're talking negatively kind of men right now, but it's important to acknowledge like your words do come true.
Yeah.
So we love men. They're so great. They're so faithful. They're so smart. They're so sweet. You know
what's crazy? I was actually talking to somebody recently and they were asking me about how Miami is. Like Miami's probably not the greatest for dating, like this and that. And I told them, I was like, most of my friends are in happy relationships or marriages in Miami, in the city.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's always a misconception all the time, like, oh, Miami, you can't find anybody. This is like, I feel that you attract what you are.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I hate stereotyping and generalization anyway. Like I hate that.
I'm a little like, I'm not for stereotypes and I'm not against stereotypes.
No, there's definitely some truth to that's why there's a stereotype. Yeah. But again, being like everybody in Miami, like you said, is.
Since we are doing Icks with men, let's preface this with not all men are horrible. It's just our Icks. This is just all fun.
This is just fun. It's just games.
Fun because men are great. I personally think there's more good men than bad men out there.
You just gotta find them.
I put IG captions.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, remember the one that I actually sent you? Because this guy, he looked he looked good. He seemed like he had everything well. Remember when I was like, okay, no, it's done. He literally captioned his photo. He was in New York. Remember, I sent you this.
Oh, no. This is pretty bad, you guys.
This is horrible. This is horrible.
No, definitely.
He was in New York, and his caption was, in my Carrie Bradshaw era. In my Carrie Bradshaw era.
It's just, guys, like some guys think it's like, I think it's It's our fault as women.
Why?
Because I'm sure he had some women in his life that thought it was like so cute that he like,
I think no.
he needs to hear it from someone. Like,
You think so? I genuinely think it was him. Like he likes the show, and I'm fine if you like the show. Like it's a great show, but like you would caption in my Carrie Bradshaw
no,
era.
that's really bad. He was like in Times Square. Like literally, it was like walking.
I was like, okay, block.
I don't think Carrie Bradshaw would even go to Times Square personally.
I was like, okay, block. No, he wasn't in Times Square. I think he was like, the setting was how her home looked, like the background.
Oh, really? He had a
Yeah.
Times Square picture in there too. I remember.
I don't know
I
what
think
he
captioned
had.
it
I
something
blocked
like
it a long time ago.
Big Apple. But yeah, I can't imagine a man like listening to a song and he's like, oh, that's going to be a fire caption for my next
Oh
picture.
yeah.
Like,
oh, I don't know. Me personally, this is a personal thing. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't really like the man with the Instagram and the aesthetics and the captions and
Yeah.
the Facetune and the selfies and the this and
right.
it's just
Yeah, especially as you get older. I feel like that
Yeah.
type of stuff, like the IG pictures, the captions, that's cute when you're like in your late teens, early 20s.
I've always never liked
Yeah,
that.
me either.
I've talked to guys because I tried not to judge it so harshly. I've talked to guys that I
Yeah.
didn't really like their Instagram or didn't like their pictures because I'm like, I'm being too harsh, I'm being too this. But honestly, guys, from experience, I realized that red flags or not, this is not really a red flag, but when you don't like something about somebody, there's a reason.
Yeah.
And that's just showing you before, like, this person is not for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the things that you're overlooking in the beginning, like, oh, no, that's okay. It's just not the person for you. And you'll realize that later on.
I mean, I just think these men that take Instagram so seriously, they're going to be in competition with you, unfortunately. Like before I started dating Mel, this one guy, he had a decent following. It was like back in the Vine days. And I remember we went to, like, you know how Ohio, like Columbus always has those festivals, like Asian Fest,
Yeah,
Comp
yeah,
Fest.
yeah.
I think we went to Asian Fest. And he was like, let's play a game. Let's see how many people come up to each of us, like individually.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, dude. Like, he thought, I think at the time, I can't remember. I think I had like 80 or 90K on Instagram. And again, he had like a decent like Vine following. But yeah, he's like, let's play a game. Let's see who comes up to each one of us, like individually, like a competition.
Wow. I would have literally been like, well, let's see who leaves your life, and I would have just walked away.
Literally.
That would be the last time he would hear from me.
That guy was just bad news, sister. I was like 17 and he was like 24.
As a man, when you put yourself in competition with a woman, that just shows me that
Yeah.
you feel inadequate to compete with men. Go pick on
Yeah.
somebody your own size.
Literally. Yeah. Again, as you get older, it's like I would so much rather the guy that's.
See, a person, the
Ducked
person
off.
that you're describing is a guy. That's not a man.
It's not a man.
That's
yeah.
why when I say I love men, it means I love men, not guys, boys, or confused humans.
One of my friends told me a story about how she's a Sag, she was dating a Leo. And she's like, unprovoked, he puts a photo of like a couple photo of them on his story with like the Instagram poll. And it's like, who's cuter? And people had to vote. She's like, I literally just go on social media and see he just posted a picture of us with like, they stopped talking after that. But she's like, I was so confused. She's like, I've never experienced something like this in my life.
What is wrong?
Because we were talking about Leo men and she's like, I got Leo men final boss here. I'm like, what did he do? And when she said that, I was like,
oh my God.
yeah.
What is wrong with people?
Yep. That's
insane.
so embarrassing.
That is insane.
What goes, like, they have so much energy to think of this stuff. Like, why don't you put that energy into like planning a nice date? Working.
Oh no, they want the girl to make the date.
Yeah.
They want the girl to do that because in their mind they're the yeah. Another ick. When a man has a messy car.
Oh yeah.
When his car is a mess.
Especially if he knows he's gonna pick you up, that's just rude.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I
ew.
don't like that. I
Yeah.
personally really like clean men, like a
Yeah.
man that's clean, keeps himself clean, his place clean. So when I see like a messy car, I don't like that.
Speaking of cars, when a man doesn't offer to pick you up or Uber you,
Oh no,
I wouldn't even continue speaking to him if it wasn't for that.
truthfully, that doesn't really happen. But if it did, I would just cancel the date.
Yeah.
Not in a rude way. I wouldn't be like, like I wouldn't do that. I would just be like, hey, something came up. Can we reschedule? And I would never reschedule.
This one Instagram reel came up for me and the girl was like, you are not a pizza delivery driver. You don't need to pull up wherever he at. Like he can either come get you or he sends a car.
Especially a first date. Like, I don't know. I would just be like, hey, something came up. Oh, you know this. You know this about me.
What?
When a man sits crisscross.
Oh, yeah.
Like I am now. Like when his legs are crossed, I personally, that just gives me the biggest ick. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I can't when a man sits with his legs crossed. It's just, I don't know if it's subconscious. Like I like big
D energy.
Big D energy, okay? So like when he's sitting crisscross, I think subconsciously I feel like
there's nothing there.
So like I like I'm gonna show you guys, okay? If you guys
they can't see.
I know. If you guys are listening to this, I like when a man like sits like a man, like a man, you know, like shoulders. Like I don't know. When I just see a man sit
crisscross applesauce.
And Naz knows this because every time I see it, I'm like, oh.
Well, most men like Mel, like how I'm sitting right now, crisscross applesauce. Mel can't sit like this.
No, not crisscross applesauce.
I know, but even like to sit like that or like this, like
when like you guys know how I'm sitting right now. What is this called?
Crossing your legs.
Crossing your legs. I'm not talking about how you're sitting, but like crossing your leg. Oh, I can't. Especially when they do the hand placement as well, like just exactly how I'm sitting. Oh no, that gives me the biggest ick. I can't.
Again, I just think low effort is an ick.
Yeah.
I just hate that. Like if it's a girl you're talking to, it's her birthday.
Yeah.
Send flowers.
Yeah. A piece of flower.
A piece of flower. Like to me, that's bare minimum because I do that for my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Let alone like a girl I'm like interested in pursuing.
Yeah.
You know? So I just think for me, it's just like these men just give such bare minimum. I'm like, if I, as a woman, can take you out on a nicer night, like these men need to step up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Another one of my icks is men wearing jegging leggings.
I was going to say skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans. The super ripped.
With the rips, yes.
Okay, men need to realize like it's so unflattering. A lot of these men do not have the legs for it, first of all. It's like they have like skinny legs. I'm not trying to even body shame right now. I'm just saying how unflattering it is. It's like these like legs with these chunky sneaker at the bottom. So it just looks like toothpicks coming out of like these chunky sneakers.
Yeah.
And then their hoodie is like down to their knee. Like that's not cute.
Yeah, no. I don't like the jegging legging look on a guy. I like the straight pant.
Straight.
You know what I'm talking about? The nice straight pant. I love that. Oh, I just thought of another ick.
What?
When a man wears sandals, like, okay, I'm not talking about a pool or a beach. Like, obviously it's appropriate then. But if he's wearing like the sandals with no socks, like just on a regular schmegular day. You know what I'm talking about? The toes out.
Well, Mel never has his toes out, but I'm trying to think.
See, I feel like you don't have many icks because you're around Mel constantly and he doesn't do a lot of like...
It wouldn't bother me like during the summertime if it's like a nice Hermes slide, like the men one with like shorts and a nice shirt. Like that wouldn't bother me in the summer.
I'm trying
Very
to
European summer.
Oh. I get the look that you're talking about and I don't mind that look. But I've seen
not like thong flip-flops. Like
nice, like either thong flip-flops.
Not the thongs.
Yeah, I think I have something else envisioned in my head. The thong ones or the slides, like the slides.
Yeah.
You know what? Like the Nike slide, the Adidas slide with their feet just hanging out with no like outfit.
I also, I don't like when guys chill with their feet out. Like, don't be that comfortable. Like, why are your toes just out in a woman's presence? That I'm like, not your.
That doesn't
woman.
happen often.
That's what I'm saying. So it shouldn't happen often. Like, I don't need to see them dogs. Put them away, please.
What about when he sleeps? Do you mind?
Oh yeah, like don't leave your socks on. To me, it's like, why are you trying to? You also can't hide them too much because I'm like, what are you not showing me?
Yeah,
you know,
it's crazy. I feel like a lot of guys have really nice feet.
Yeah.
Most feet I've seen are nice.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen like dogs. unless they're athletes. But
Yeah.
then again, their
Right.
story is different with their feet. But yeah. Do you have another ick?
For me personally, I like when men are obsessed with their women.
Yes.
Right? Like I want you to be so obsessed you're like foaming at the mouth when you see your woman naked.
Yeah.
So when they say things like, I don't like toes, I don't eat her out, I don't eat her ass. Like with pride, I'm just like,
yeah. Definitely like nonchalant men. That is not
nonchalant.
That is not.
I do not like
That
nonchalant.
is not. And a lot of guys think they can get girls being nonchalant. But the thing is that the girl is going to be with another guy in 5 seconds. You want to be nonchalant? She'll show you nonchalant.
I think those types of guys, they get the girls with like attachment issues, like the avoidant attachment issues.
Yeah, definitely the girls that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has like, you know, that she's going to like that. And then obviously she's going to get tired of it after a while. But she's going to like it at first. But me personally, I like my men like when I like him back, of course.
Yeah.
I want him to yearn.
Ladies, it's 2025. We want men that are not nonchalant. That's just not for. If you like, I've heard girls say that. Like, oh, he wasn't interested in me, and then it made me want him more, huh?
I can't relate.
What?
I need you to have a pair of my panties in your pocket as your fucking like stress
like,
relief. Like that's
literally.
like when you stress, you take a fucking whiff.
Literally.
That's what I need.
No.
That's how obsessed I need them.
No. I wouldn't even entertain that. I'll be like, okay, God bless you. Bye.
I think when I was younger, I kind of liked the chase, but now that I'm older, I'm like,
never. Do you ever recall me liking a chase?
not chase, but it's like you're kind of thinking like, why isn't he texting me back? That's so like juvenile. It's very juvenile.
I would
never want that as a grown
Anytime a
woman.
man, like I told you, anytime a man has made me question him or tried to make me jealous or anything, I move on.
Yeah.
And they're so confused and they come back like, no, I was trying to make you jealous. I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you now because I'm not like, I don't even look at you again. Like I've never, even when I was younger, I liked my guys. Now that I think back to it, any guy that I've ever been with has pursued me, like has really like wanted me and pursued me and been consistent, or they won't last. Like I'll move on.
I think it's sexy when a man like steps up to the challenge. Cause like I said, I'm like, don't you feel like sometimes guys feel like you're not interested in them? But it's like, cause that's what a lot of men say, like, oh, I thought she wasn't interested.
I thought she was, I don't like that. I like a guy that
like, why do you need so much reassurance? Like,
I love a guy that knows what he wants.
yeah.
Like that's so sexy to me when a man is like, this is what I want. Not like, I don't know.
She wasn't interested. Like what? Make her interested.
Especially if he's trying to decide between two women, I'll be like, if I was put in that situation, I would tell him myself, pick her, please.
Oh, guys,
Goodbye.
I need to show Yasmin because she's never watched Grey's Anatomy. The scene of Meredith Blake, like the doctor that she wants, his like ex-wife kind of comes back into his life.
Yeah.
And literally there's a scene where she's like talking to him and she's like, pick me, choose me, love me. Literally. And that became like a meme. Like, pick me, choose me, love me.
Oh my God.
It's pretty bad. It's
oh my
pretty
God.
bad.
Ladies,
I need to show her the scene.
if you're telling a guy to pick you, that is not the relationship for you. I promise you, it's gonna end really bad. No, please don't show me this. You're gonna scar me for life. Please no. Naz, no. But this is a movie. This doesn't really happen, does it?
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
He's literally shaking his head like this girl is crazy.
She said, I'd laugh at your jokes. I give you the last cheese stick. And if you sign the papers.
But
because he wasn't, the thing is, when she fell in love with him, she didn't know that he was in the process of a divorce. So she's saying, when you finalize the divorce tonight, come find me at Joe's at 8 p.m.
Oh my God. This doesn't happen in real life though. That's a movie. It's a show, right?
I don't think so.
I hope not. I hope that was just like a show movie thing.
The thing is, ladies, like I feel like us women, most of us are just such natural givers. So you need to find a man who loves you more than you love him. Because now that's how you guys will break even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he needs to be a little bit more obsessed with you than you are with him. Because naturally we're going to do a lot. We're going to give a lot. And
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. For sure. Oh man, that I need a moment after watching that. That was
It's very traumatizing.
that was very heart shattering. Woo, baby. No, if I ever was put in that situation where it's like I would never compete with another woman ever because he's already putting me in a masculine competition type of role.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir. I would literally be like, pick her.
Pick her.
Mine would be like, pick her. Please pick her. Leave me alone for the love of God. Please.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Even if I love them, even if I had love for them, no, the way that he's acting would just turn me off. Like a confused man turns me off. An ick is a confused man, not him not knowing what he wants. Like it's just not. And if he's putting me in that energy where I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, definitely an ick for me is just a man thinking he's the prize, like with his comments and like, I don't know. I don't know what goes through their heads. I really don't. Like what
Goes through the man's head
Yeah,
or the
like,
woman's head?
they like to me, it's like they say this stuff with pride.
Because
That they're the prize and that they're so special.
the thing is, Naz, I'm not blaming women. I'm saying that women set the tone.
Yeah.
Remember the woman is the neck, the man is the head. So if he's over here like this girl is with tears in her eyes, pick me,
Choose me.
Obviously he's gonna think he's the prize. Like what is he supposed to think? Like the neck turned this way and the head follows. So for him, it's like it's I don't want to say it's the girl's fault, but I feel that women set the tone.
They allow it to happen.
They allow it to happen.
Right.
Because back 100 years ago, men were not princesses because men had to earn women. Like back then, it wasn't a pick me.
Meredith Blake is going to be, is it Meredith Blake?
No.
Meredith Grey.
Meredith
I
Blake
said Meredith Blake.
is the Parent Trap.
Oh my God, I said that at the beginning too. But
She
yeah.
had it. Meredith Blake knows what she's doing.
Don't be Meredith Grey. Be Meredith,
Meredith
Blake. Okay? I was
Literally.
going to say Meredith Grey is Yasmin's biggest op. Literally.
Another ick for me is when a man asks for pictures of you too soon. Like when you just get to know him. I'm not talking about if you're in a relationship or your boyfriend or your husband, obviously. You can share pictures or whatever. But like a guy, like you just start texting, he's like, send me pics.
Sexual
That's an ick.
pics or just like, I
Any
want to see
pic.
what you look like today.
Baby, I have a full Instagram. You could go see
I get it.
You could even see me live in action on a podcast or YouTube.
Yeah.
Like a man asking for pictures early on
Yeah, like you haven't even gone on a date
is
yet.
the biggest, like you haven't even committed to me, sir.
Yeah.
Why would I send you pictures?
Right.
Like if I wanted to show pictures of me to random men, I would post them. Like literally, that's the quickest way to get blocked in my book. Like I would not send me a picture. I'll be like, I have a full on Instagram.
Yeah, especially if you haven't even gone on a date yet. And I think you mentioned that too. Like when you start talking to a guy and let's say you guys set a date and then it's just like they keep talking to you so much up until the date. Like that's so annoying.
I don't like a man that texts all day. Don't get me wrong.
Texting all day.
Texting all day. Don't get me wrong. I like to know that the man is thinking about me. I like a few texts here and there. But if it seems very juvenile to me. Like in high school, like you have all this free time. Like I'll be like, sir, why do you have all this free time? Like it's just such an ick for me if he's like, what do you do? And then he takes me away from what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I actually had a guy, remember he got mad because I wasn't texting all day?
Getting mad is crazy.
He
at
literally
his
was
big
getting
age.
mad at me for like not texting him all day. And I was like,
Yeah.
uh.
Why do you feel that entitled to my time? I also think that's like a respect thing.
And it also just shows me like, why do you have all this free time to clickety clack your fingers like this?
Yeah.
Like I was about to text him back something, but I was like, let me just be soft. Let me not humble this man.
You know, another one of my icks is men who don't work out.
That happens.
Yes. No, like I don't want to say it's an ick, but that would be a huge turn off for me if a man didn't work out.
I don't know too many men that don't
don't
work out at all. Like they don't go to the gym.
Yes.
Really?
I wouldn't like that. I just feel like that's so important for a man's testosterone to like, and stress to like move his body physically.
Yeah. I mean, I know men that try to take care of their health. Maybe they're not the healthiest or the most in shape man in the world, but they put in the effort, like go to the gym or have a sport that they really like that they are constantly doing.
I just don't like laziness. Like lack of discipline, no gym,
Yeah.
all of that. What about man who sleeps until like 12 or 1 in the afternoon?
There are some men that their work is at night.
If their work is at night, sometimes it's not work.
Another ick for me is if a man is a partier clubber.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if a man's whole personality is a
club. Yeah.
clubber partier. That's an ick. That's a huge turn off to me.
Yeah.
I do not like that at all. I
I
don't
agree.
like that at all.
Even as someone who likes to like have fun, even if once every few weeks is a lot.
Yeah.
Like I think like
For a
once
man
for like a
especially.
grown man.
Yeah.
And like I think too, it's not even the like clubbing culture surrounding it. It's just it really does lead to like bad habits.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, you drink a lot at the club, then you sleep in the next day, then you know, eat McDonald's to cure your hangover.
Yeah.
Like I think also that's the thing about partying and clubbing. It's like if it's too often, it really does it
Yes.
leads into other places in your life.
Yes. It's just
So-
not it's not the move.
Mm-hmm.
A clubber, a partier. And a lot of men who are successful think it's okay to party. It's like, well, I'm successful, so I can party. Like, babe, you could be even more successful if you weren't wasting your energy and your resources on partying.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. Do you have any other icks?
You know, this man actually was telling us, he's like, you know, I used to like going to the strip club back in the day. And he's like, it hit me. I'm like, I could be spending this money on my woman.
Yeah.
I was like, so glad you thought of that. Like that's
Yeah. Well, for the most part, men get the sections and the bottles and this for
Yeah.
a woman, like to get
attract
women.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But I also don't like when a guy is out and the whole time he's like, I don't even be out like that. Like I don't be out like
Shut
shut up. Like shut up.
I
Like,
don't
if you're
really
gonna be
party.
here-
We were out a few nights ago, and these group of guys were talking to us, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't even be out.
Yeah,
all
that we
like
don't
that."
even be outside.
We were like, "Shut up."
Like
all right.
as if to try to be like, I'm different. But
Yeah.
yet you're here.
Yeah.
We're at like a hookah lounge, so
Yeah.
I guess
We
it
were
wasn't
like-
really a club.
I mean, they definitely like go out. It
I'm
wasn't
like,
a
yeah.
club though.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lounge chill
Yeah.
vibe. But yeah, that's even like with people in general, you know?
I don't do this often.
I
type
don't,
of thing.
yeah, like I don't even watch TV. Like, you know, I'm just so much better than everybody. I don't even listen. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
I
Like
feel
people
it.
act like they're too cool for things. That's
Yeah.
one of my icks.
Okay, so opposite of ick, I just thought of this. I find it very attractive when a man reads, when he
Yeah.
likes to read.
Do men even read?
So that's the thing. That's why when I find it, like when
That is sexy,
a man reads, I'm like, oh, that's really sexy. But you have to like test them on it because a lot of men will throw that, like, yeah, I'll be reading. I read. It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
What have
I
you
ask
read?
them about a specific book, and it's because I like to read. So I ask them about like a specific book and what happened, and they'll be like, drawing blanks.
You know, speaking of that, one thing I do like when men, like you mentioned earlier, when a man has hobbies.
Yes.
Like when a man finds fulfillment in like
hobbies.
In hobbies, yeah.
Because
still
it-
plays sports, still does
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
I find that a lot of men that don't have hobbies, their hobby is women.
Yeah.
Like they have nothing else keeping them creative or keeping them busy. So all they really think about, like they make their money and then they go chase women because they have nothing else to really do. So it's very sexy when a man actually has hobbies or is bettering themselves or like plays a sport or any of those things. You know what I mean? Like it's just so attractive.
Yeah. Definitely makes them a more well-rounded individual. But that's
Yeah.
not even to just talk about men. I think in general.
In general, yeah, everybody should have. It was this post that I saw which was beautiful. It was like everyone should have a hobby to keep them in shape, to keep them creative, to keep them I forget. If I find it, I'll
Oh, that's a good
post
one.
it for you guys.
I'm trying to think right now. I'm like, what are my hobbies?
But here's what I saw, that since your work is creative, so you kind of kill two birds with one stone type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you were in a work field that wasn't really creative, you would want a creative outlet. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
True.
So we just Googled some icks just to see other people's because we were curious, and these are just so funny. It says when he taste tests ice cream with those baby tester spoons and can't figure out where to put it after.
Well, just a man. Mel always tells me he's like weird about eating ice cream. He's like, what man? A man should not be holding a cone like in the presence
so
of a woman. He always
so
gets a
true.
cup with a spoon.
Really?
And he's like, there's no business of a man to be like,
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. You're so right. I never thought about that. When he jumbles his words and says, bleh, I can't talk today.
oh, hell no.
This is so funny.
Hell no.
Him walking angrily in flip-flops.
Well, you know, our flip-flop ick.
I'm crying, you guys. I don't know why I find this so funny. I saw one that said him running in a backpack with a backpack.
Oh, God. That is pretty
A guy running in a
out.
backpack. Oh, God.
I mean, just a man carrying a backpack.
Oh my
Like
God,
with
where
both
did the
straps.
list go? This is not funny, but why is this an ick for somebody when he gets a haircut and they're wearing that little cape? I don't think that's
that
an
doesn't
ick.
bother me. Yeah.
Um,
Like, y'all are dragging it at this point.
yeah, like
To go along with icks, like, I would personally never entertain a man that, like, does, like, dance videos on TikTok. Like,
that was one
thirst
of mine.
traps. And
Lip syncing.
Bro, these girls, we are down bad. Because, like, I'll see a video and, like, sure, the guy's attractive.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, I don't know. That's not sexy. But the comments will be like,
Yeah.
raw, next question. Thinking about my baby names.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this is why men are the way that they
I
are because
know,
women are
girls were
encouraging
eating
it.
up. I mean, it's one thing to just, like, thirst over the guy. It's not like,
Not
not gonna take him
literally.
serious.
Anytime a man comes on my FYP and he's like lip syncing, I don't
know.
even look at it. I
He
like
could
quickly.
be so sexy, and I'll just be like, "What is that?"
I don't find. Okay, don't get me wrong. Physical appearance is great, but to me, it's the man's aura that makes
Yeah.
him sexy. To me, I don't
Right.
know. I could see a man that physically he is 10 out of 10, like genetically, but if he acts a certain way, I won't even like it. It won't.
I know.
It won't do anything for me. So for me personally, anytime I see that, I don't even want to like it. Just I don't even want to look. One time, I think I told you about him. This lip syncing dude. He was a decent looking dude, kept coming on my For You page for some odd reason he did. So I don't know. I literally blocked him for no reason because I'm like, I don't want to look at this.
You know, you
even.
can just click and say not interested. You don't have to fully block
Not
that.
interested. You can? I
Uh-huh.
didn't know that.
He's probably like, "Why am I blocked by this girl?" Out of
No,
nowhere?
like the first time I just kept scrolling. The second time I'm like, why does this guy keep coming on my FYP? Like, I don't understand. So I just blocked him. I was like, I don't want this on my stuff. Honestly.
For me, some icks with men. I don't like men that just casually like speak of women so disrespectful.
Oh, no.
Like they'll refer to a woman as like a bitch in a story, or
Oh,
like,
no.
like that bitch, or like females or whatever.
No.
Ugh, don't
No.
like that. I don't like, and they say it with, again, all these things, like they say it like it's cool. Like,
I
you're not
really
cool.
think men that are that way are like deep down jealous of women and wish
Yeah.
they were women. And that's why they have to like lash out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I really do believe that. Because why else would you lash out like that? Like there's
Right.
no reason for it.
I don't know if these are considered icks, but you know, just the basic stuff, like asking what you want to do instead of just like planning a date, setting a date.
If a guy asks me out and he's like, so what do you want to do? I'm like, actually nothing. Goodbye.
You know, I saw a good video. A woman made a video about that because it's kind of hard for women to kind of like tell a man like we want you to set it up without sounding too aggressive or
Yeah.
masculine or whatever. And she was like, always ask him like, what do you have in mind? Like when he says like, we should hang out next week, like to kind of segue into it. It's like, what did you have in mind?
Yeah.
You're kind of putting the ball in his court.
Yeah.
Or if he's like, come see me, be like, what did you have in mind?
Yeah.
Always. That's what you say, ladies. What did you have in mind? Instead of being like, okay, I can come on this day and I'll drive and I'll do this and I'll do that.
No, no.
What did you have in mind?
Yeah. The thing is, you guys, is that when a man is interested, when a man is just interested in you, you don't have to do anything to get him interested because he's interested in you.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like do the most because he already wants you. You just have to breathe.
But I feel like that also applies to friendships too. Like, fuck men. You know, just like overly like trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel that way. Like I will try so hard to make things happen and it's like, let other people like lead sometimes or like make the moves. It doesn't just have to be you all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like friendships, relationships. But I feel that especially with guys, because again, naturally guys are hunters, they're pursuers, like deep down in their core. So if they really want something and if they really like something, they will go for it because they're very that way. And if he's nonchalant about you, you have to ask yourself, do I really want a man that's nonchalant about me? Like, do I really want that? Because I promise you, girl, there's a man crazy about you. Every single woman on this earth, there's a man out there that will be crazy about you. And maybe that one is just not it. And that's okay.
Right.
You know, you don't have to like force people. Okay.
Ooh, I got one. Ick final boss. When he wears no-show socks.
No-show socks? You don't like?
Mel always says he calls them hoe-ass socks. When he wears hoe-ass socks.
Really?
Like cuffed right here.
Ah.
Like here.
Uh-huh.
Like you could see the top of his ankle.
I never thought about that.
That's pretty bad. I just don't like when a man's ankles show. Like, why are you wearing capris?
Oh, yeah.
They're wearing no-shows.
With capris? I thought like if they were wearing long pants, like you don't really know what the socks look like.
Why does he own no-shows? He can wear long socks with the long pants. Imagine you go back home with him and he takes off his shoes and his pants and it's hoe-ass socks. Please no.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a good one. I never thought about that.
That's pretty bad.
Do you have a preference on men's like boxers? Like men, because there's like the loose shorts looking boxers.
I like the tight, like a brief.
The tight brief, yeah.
Like
I
a
think
boxer
the tight
brief.
is the nicest.
Yeah.
So this was our list of icks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment below what are your icks and if we missed one.
I definitely think we missed some. I don't know why in my head I'm like, I don't think we said too many. Do you feel like we did?
I feel like I talked a lot. I hope I didn't offend anybody in this video.
I
It's
know,
just
or
my
offend your
personal.
man.
Yeah, I hope that everybody's great in their own way. I'm just saying these are my icks, like my personal icks.
I need to figure out, like, I really want to hear men's icks about us.
Yeah.
Should we have Mel
I'm
back?
down to hear it.
I'm down to hear. I want to hear what we do.
Yeah,
That icks them out.
it
Because I
wouldn't
know
offend me. I would be like, okay, I respect
that's your opinion. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean it's right.
yeah, it's your opinion.
It's your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hope you guys
Yes.
enjoyed.
Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you never miss out on an episode from us.
Yes, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, love.
Bye, guys.
Let's get it.